yeah. What's happening? My name is Albert. Welcome to another workout with this 60.5-year-old. I'll be 61 in about 4 months' time. And so why am I here? I'm here to record this entire workout and then tomorrow over coffee, observe myself working out to see my capabilities, my stamina, my charisma, what's going on, how am I aging, and reporting. And the reason why I'm doing this, because I'm tired, man, of all the freaking stuff out there with the fitness world, and you do this and you do that, and growing up when you turn 40 and when you turn 50. And so I said, I have to master this guy right here. And so what I'm doing is self-mastery, because the best way to master oneself is to watch, observe yourself, to see what's really and actually going on. And then from there, I can make corrections. I could, work ways to get better. And so what I've done here is freaking incredible, because I had back pain and shoulder pains and gone, man. It's gone through exercise. Exercise, herbs, and good nutrition has me freaking ace for my age, man. I'm freaking really good. And so this here shows me that what I'm doing is working, man. And so this pain came back recently, because this shoulder pain, it was gone about 6-7 years ago, and I kept it away for years, and it came back after climbing. And so I nursed it back to health, doing special exercises. They're here on my channel, man. I did them all. And so what I'm gonna do today is unilateral workouts, because I'm interested mainly as a drummer, because this arm does one thing while this arm does the other. And so I like to divide stuff. And so I always wanted to divide the exercises where I'm not doing like bicep curls like this together and then shoulders like this together, or taking turns one, because that is cool, but I want to get into something different. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to work any way I can to that while one arm is doing one thing, the other arm is going to do something else, and then I'll switch. And there's no counting here, there's no practice. I don't really know what I'm getting into, and I get to feel and explore my way into these unilateral movements. And so I don't know what's going to happen, because my muscles are going to decide. My muscles are in command. They're calling the shots. My mind is basically to kind of make a gauge out of whatever I could. But if I could keep my mind out of it and allow my body to move. And so my primary workout is going to be shoulders and biceps and abs, because I'm going to do a lot of lifting from the floor as I start. The first thing that comes to my mind is that I'm going to hold this weight right here so I can stimulate the biceps while I do sit-ups and presses at the same time until I can't do anymore, and then switch and then go by feel. Not by a routine, not by a practice, because Off the Chain Fitness does not subscribe to that. And then this guy here is exploring and mastering himself. So now I'm gonna just step back over here and okay, and what I'm gonna do is hold it right here and do this. Yeah. And feel it out. Yeah, I like it. Right there, got it. Oh yeah. Oh my God. love it, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. New exercise, never did this before. It came to me, and I got bicep stimulus. I'm holding it. And so what I'm going to do is just switch and do the other arm. And then from there, see where my body decides to take me. Not what I think. That's very important, bro, for self-mastery. Because how am I going to learn myself if I'm thinking my way through everything? That means that I'm going to be listening to them, or chalking up my own experiences that are dead. Those are experiences from the past. I want to enter a new zone, an area that I've never entered. And I'm doing that right now with this workout. And so I'm going to do the other side here. Okay, bicep here and yo, baby. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm loving it, by the way. I'm loving it, bro, because it's so different. And so the core is getting worked. The bicep is freaking activated. Just holding while this arm just moves, right? And so I'm going to now do a free fall where I'm just going to like move around and see where my body could go, because what I'm doing is feeling the muscles out and then deciding like, what should I do now to freaking burn out the muscle? And so this here, the shoulders, it gets pumped some more. The biceps is already primed. And so now I have to chalk up ways to just freaking go ahead and work it to the point that if tomorrow I write in the comments, I woke up with sore biceps and sore deltoids or sore shoulders or whatever, then I did my job. That's it. That's the answer. That's the voice. There's nothing else that needs to be said if my biceps are screaming tomorrow. That's it. The biceps spoke for me. I don't have to say a word. I don't have to say it was a right exercise or a wrong exercise or that exercise is stupid. No, the biceps are sore. That's all that needs to be said here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just freaking freestyle it now that my body's primed. And so it's going to go like this. Yes. So, man, off the chain fitness is striking again, bro. I'm feeling a nice pump. I'm feeling my biceps already. Let's see, 61-year-old coming up soon. Let me see. I only take creatine where, if I listen to those people, I'll be like them. That's my whole point of this channel. I'll be exactly like them. I don't want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like others. I won't follow science at all. I won't listen to you guys. I won't listen to you because it's premeditated. You're saying what's going to happen to them. It's going to happen to me. No, it's not. I healed my freaking back. Terrible pain. planks, exercising because my back was weak, not because I was old. But that's what I heard. Oh, you're not a spring chicken anymore. No. And planks, exercising, stretching, losing weight, back pain's gone. Same thing here. Farmers walk, all kinds of stretches, eating good herbs for joints, and gone, bro, gone. And oh, your joint pain. Of course, for them. Of course, for them. Yes, for them. Yeah. Not for me, bro. And so this is a really full-on thing because I am applying like all these kind of methods where I put myself through tension. My muscles are though. I freaking can't repeat what I just did. All I'm doing is just going with my muscles command, and they're almost leading the show. My head is behind and my muscles are up front. And so as I engage stuff, I just move around to wherever there is a muscle capability. So if my biceps are shot, I'll find a way to rest them while I do shoulders or move them around in another way. When it comes time for me to drop weight, I have lighter weights already set up. And so this is gonna be bicep, shoulders. I'm gonna try to get deltoids, I don't know. I'm gonna allow my body to get deltoids in any way they can, although I am working the deltoids with the shoulder presses. So back to here. Can I see myself? Yes. Alright, I got a little chapped up there, okay. Continue. Yes! I'm lighting up the weight. I'm done. Okay, so I'm already building a sweat here. My biceps are already activated. I feel it. My shoulders are already freaking there. So everything is going really good as planned. And so this here is me just going with whatever flow my body takes me to. Then along grabbing it, like there's an area where I see, okay, I got this rhythm. It's like dancing. I got the groove here, so I stick with it until I can't go anymore. And then I start to move into another exercise that can spare me to continue. If my biceps are shot, then I'll go ahead and move in another area or the ab area, or I may take a rest with the dumbbells while I do more abs, so I can kill the abs in the same, and in the process. And so there's a lot of muscles being worked here. And so I'm putting in all the influences that I've gathered throughout all these years to do it like L-sit holds while I'm doing the things that gets the core engaged. I'm making it my business to even purposely move myself around so that I could get core engagement, iliac engagement, and then work ways to say, okay, now I'm gonna wake up with sore biceps for sure. Deltoids are tough, but I'm gonna try my best. And so I'm gonna work that out. And so the biceps are gonna work that out for me. I'm not gonna count to 12 and do sets of this and do sets of that, or try to fall back on any traditional measures, which means that there's none of the teachings that was presented here. There is the elements of it, but now in creative mode, because I am going to continue to move my body in weird ways. Like when I was doing the first exercise, I was feeling that the bicep holding it here, I wasn't feeling it. When I held it here, I felt it more. So I did that. And so it's a feel, it's a rhythmic feeling, kind of dance, like I'm grooving along with the muscles. And so that's my unilateral exploration, bro. And so what should I do here? I'm going to now grab the heavier weights to see what happens. Here's my little rest time while I go ahead and freaking now I start to see. Oof. 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 Bounce these guys right here just a little bit, do a little bouncing move right here. Oh my god, man. So now I'm really sweating, bro. And so what am I feeling? I'm feeling freaking major activation, biceps, shoulders. The abs are okay. I have a strong core. And so my ability to continue doing sit-ups, I could continue for a long time. I should have wore a 5 kg vest so that I could have banged out, but I didn't know what I was gonna face, man. And so see, but this here is my homework for when I face something like this the next time. I'll have the 5 kg vest ready so I can always put it on. But it's all good because I'm doing core engagement anyway. And so what I'm gonna do now is just get back to the light weights and just play. I like this area where I decided to bounce. I never did this before. I decided to bounce the dumbbells off of the mat so that I could get deltoid stimulus in the process at the end, because my shoulders are already from doing this. And so now when I'm bouncing them off, I'm like doing like the super drop set at the end where I get to roast the muscle. And so that is new. All of this is new. At times I do the unison things just to get into the groove and to power up, which is okay too, because it doesn't necessarily have to mean that the entire workout is unilateral. I had to look up that word, bro, because what I was trying to do here, where one arm does one thing and while the other arm is another, I didn't know the word for it, bro. I don't want to know the words. I don't want definitions. I don't want to follow a descriptive measure for anything. I don't want to be able to explain this. You have to watch this and then do it for yourself and then see what happens for you. Like, I'm not, this is not a protocol. This is not to follow. This is me just watching myself. And then at the top of the next month, I take a look. How are my triceps? How are my biceps? How are my forearms? How are my deltoids? Am I seeing anything worth it here? And so then I get to report that, yeah, I still got some muscle and I'm gonna be 61 soon. And so that nonsense about that you lose muscle, it remains nonsense and it'll stay nonsense. So I'm gonna get down here for another set. Okay, so now, yes. Back there. Kill those goddamn deltoids. Kill them. Yes. Murder the deltoids. I'm gonna kill you, bro. Yo, YouTube, don't filter me. I'm only talking about exercising. I'm talking about killing the exercise. Bounce, 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 bounce. 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 How we doing, bro? I'm seeing 22 minutes on the clock, so that's not bad, bro. And so, yo, man, and so now this is really freaking cool, man. I entered this month kind of shaking because I wasn't into it, and I realized why. Because I was copying the exercises and doing them over and over and over, bro, and I can't do that, man. And so as soon as it hit me, you better find some new exercises to do. You better look for an ab exercise that's challenging, some type of challenging, whatever. You better look. And so I found a few new exercises that I'm gonna take on this month, along with me exploring more unilateral movements where I allow my body to assume just a different movement. Because I got this a lot from climbing. Because when you're climbing and you're holding on a rock here and holding on a rock here and your leg is up here and the other one's down here, you need maybe more power on this side to prop yourself up. Then you need to lift yourself up only with one arm. And then you need to maybe hang tight with one leg while the other one pushes up. And so that entire body is doing something different. I think they call that functional, but I don't want to use words here. I want to allow the body to just assume where it's at within the mission, within the exploration. And then this allows me to move the body and get the body to work its whatever muscles that it's using to the maximum, and then that's it. I'm trying to not chalk this up to, oh, that's a functional, and I go and fall right back into the mess of what science has brought me, because they brought me a big mess. Eat this, don't eat this, eat that, do this, don't do that, exercise like this, or according to 50, or exercise according to 60. And I'm like, you dumb nuts. You didn't ask what's your capability. That's your first question, man. You're gonna ask that to David Goggins when he turns 65, 70 years old and he's freaking still, I mean, can you imagine? You're not looking at capabilities. You're just saying exercise according to 30, or exercise according to 40, which is a generalization, but blind. You're not seeing your prospect. You're not seeing if this guy's a freaking yoga instructor. He's in tip-top shape, and he's freaking. He's not one to tell. Oh, you got to do this exercise because you just turned 50. Come on. And so that's what this channel is about, man. That now when I watch this tomorrow, my words fortify what I'm doing, and I get to hear myself, I get to comment, and I get to now face the other exercises that I have to face when it comes to legs. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna kill the legs? And what kind of methods can I apply that's different than what I've been doing and what's out there? And so that's freaking off the chain. So I want to report that I'm feeling the forearms. And so I did a freaking good move where I moved the dumbbells this way to get more deltoid activation by bringing the dumbbells in. And I started to lift them up this way. And as I kept on doing the sit-ups. And so I'm probably going to, so I'm going to see how this goes. My mind is involved to get this bicep to be sore tomorrow. That's the only input that I'm getting from the mind, which means the mind is telling me to do more. My body could do more, so it's all good. So I'm gonna just continue and see what happens. Come on. All right. Now I can do this. Now, yeah. Yes. Bounce these bad boys. Bounce. And then see if I can kill the freaking dog. See if I can kill these motherfuckers. Come on. Come on. Should I continue? Here's the question, bro. Should I continue? That's the question, bro. Okay, so my biceps are obviously my deltoids. I work them out so that I do these things, man. The deltoids, they're very there's a particular muscle that I'm so interested in, because a lot of the swinging stuff doesn't create the soreness, but the holding, the static creates the soreness. And so I figured that out when I was doing therapy for my bad shoulder, when I was swinging heavy dumbbells. So I'm swinging the heavy dumbbells, so that I can have my shoulders drop, because the impingement happened in there up here by doing stuff that's up here. And so I'm dropping and I'm freaking swinging the heavy dumbbells, and then the next day my deltoids were sore, and I'm like, wait a minute. So that's the trick. I needed to stumble across that in order for me to now come here and realize that I have to do some type of a more static, where the deltoid is doing this fast, like twitches, so that I could get in there and get the deltoid to fire up and get heated up to the point where it's got enough stimulation where I can feel like, yeah, I work my deltoids, yeah, you know, and yep, my biceps, yep, I work my biceps. And so I don't expect my abs to be sore tomorrow, because my abs could take a big hit, and the core area could take a big hit. Like I need to really do standing rollouts or do something like that in order to get my core. So, but that's understandable. I could do like endless amount of sit-ups, bro, like this, endless. So can I do endless? I don't know, but yeah, let me see. So I'm gonna end this bad boy by just doing another free fall. I like all this stuff here, man. I like the combination now. Unilateral and unison. Right there. Right here. Right here, bounce these bad boys. Let's see if I can do them over here. Oh shit, yeah. Bounce and grab. Bounce and grab. See if I can do this like this, I can see it better. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, I'm done. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right, man. So this is just freaking my workout, bro. It's only 30 minutes, man. I explored unilateral exercises in combination with unisons, because that's where the muscles took me. I explored some really interesting things that I'm going to take note of, because there's some extra exercises that I ended up doing that could become staples for me, so that I could revisit them. So now, you see, this is recorded. I have me recorded with the sweat, actual sweat, not a demonstration, not because I'm trying to sell anything. I'm not selling anything whatsoever. To see what this guy put himself through for these 30 minutes here, and then take notes, and then this exploration brings rise to these exercises, man, that I've never done before. The Arnold Schwarzenegger principle, where to shock the muscle, do something that your body has never done before, trick it, try to have it do something that it's never done before, because the body gets used to stuff. It has a power to adapt, and so when it adapts, it doesn't grow. And so I totally took my entire system away from the normal, and I can already feel like right here when I do this, that right here, see, when I do this, I feel it So right there, and now what I'm gonna do, bro, is that I am gonna freaking go ahead and just milk. That's the last of it, man. Catch up.